Hello, this is Kevin Benedict, Senior Analyst with Digital Transformation at Cognizant, reporting live this week from Sapphire here in Orlando, Florida. And I have the privilege of having as my guest Adam Stein. Adam, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for talking with me.
Adam, for those that don't know you, why don't you introduce yourself and your role at SAP?
Sure. So my role is the head of mobile product marketing at SAP. That looks after 4 distinct areas. It looks after the mobile platform for developing apps, looks after mobile secure, which is enterprise mobility management, looks after the apps themselves, and looks after our mobile messaging services, our MMS 365 services.
Now, you have a plethora of announcements this week on mobile development.
Yes, we do.
And new mobile solutions and new mobile business models and all kinds of things. Why don't you share, for those that didn't have the privilege of being here in person, what you announced this week?
Sure. So there are about 20,000 people here in person, and about 10 times that number have visited Sapphire virtually, which is a pretty incredible number. More than 200,000 people have visited some aspect of Sapphire over the last couple of days, and maybe even more. Obviously, I haven't seen the stats yet.
And not all of them are my Twitter followers.
No, and definitely not mine. You have more than me. But no, they're definitely not our Twitter followers combined. That's true. That's true.
So talk to us about where should we start? You had some announcements around HANA.
We had some announcements today around mobile and using HANA in the cloud.
Okay.
Because we know a lot of our customers really want the mobile development environment and the mobile management security in the cloud. Well, we've taken steps to not only put that in the cloud, but to leverage HANA to make it faster, more reliable, and more scalable, which is giving you a lot more capabilities than any of the point competitor products out there in the marketplace. So with HANA, we announced with Hasso Plattner, our founder today, that we're doing that in the HANA environment for those product areas.
Very good. So what advantage does that give a user?
Well, from a development environment, it gives the user a big advantage because they can develop native applications, hybrid applications, or web applications through one unified development experience. However, we don't limit them to just our development experience. They can bring their own tools and development environments into our mobile platform for customizing what they want to do. So that's part of the BYOX initiative that I think we have going here at SAP. That's a big benefit for rapid development of applications using HANA in the cloud.
So you were talking about development tools for mobile apps. You could bring your own, but did you have some announcements this week on new development tools of your own?
Yeah, with SMP. SMP3 is now in general availability. We've got a great customer, National Grid, who's developed a number of applications using SMP3 and used what was known as the agentry development environment for Cyclo-style applications using SMP3. So basically we've unified that for them, given the best-of-breed capabilities that were in Mobilizer, that were in Agentry, that were in SUP, and brought those all together for the customer, National Grid in this case, to build great applications quickly, in a matter of about 6 weeks time frame, and get those applications deployed to thousands of workers.
So over the years since you acquired Sybase and you brought in, and Cyclo, you've had quite a few different products. I understand you've brought most of those together under one platform now. Can you tell us what that really means?
Sure, absolutely. So I've got a visual here, and I don't know if you want me to hold it up or if you want to get a grab.
You can hold it up to the camera. Let's see if we can get it.
Back.
Maybe. Well, here. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, let's see if that works.
Look at the visual there. You can see kind of the mobile stack that SAP has built. Right, from the top down, SAP has always been an application-centric company. So now you're seeing applications really driving the decisions that enterprises are making. Next up is the platform for actually creating and modifying new applications, including those existing apps, which could be Fiori, for example. That's an announcement here at Sapphire, new Fiori kind of apps. Or rather, you're going to want to manage securely and provision those apps using our mobile secure enterprise mobility management capabilities. Again, all as my bottom layer on the HANA cloud environment.
Got it. So talk to me about Cyclo. Cyclo was in its own kind of proprietary environment.
It was a unique development environment because it was really for workforce and supply chain management applications. Well, we've realized that they still want all that benefit that you can get from SMP3 and other things that we've done with Mobilizer and SUP, and we brought those together, and again, on the HANA cloud, and made it very easy for people to develop applications, because people want to develop apps more rapidly, and it's less expensive in the long term to have a development platform than having to farm out to different, creative studios a 20, 30, 40, $50,000 app, and then want to change it or put it in a web environment or hybrid environment or native environment and do changes and different operating systems. You end up spending 3 times the amount by going to that creative shop versus getting a platform and iterating on the application as you need it.
Absolutely. So, Adam, there was an announcement here about the Fiori Apps.
It was.
Yes, talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So we've realized over time that when people buy the app, they want a Fiori style experience, and we want to give them that. And so that's included now with the application when you get the application. However, it goes beyond that. So SMP3, we talked about that, has gateway capabilities too. So it's another development environment within SMP3 where you can actually develop the apps. So now you can develop Fiori style apps, Cyclo style apps, native, HTML, 5 apps, web apps, all of them in that same SMP3 environment. So that's a big advantage for Fiori. And on the Fiori front, not only can you take the Fiori apps and develop them natively or from scratch, but let's say there's a Fiori style app that you have already and you want to modify it.
So for those that aren't familiar with Fiori, what does Fiori style apps mean?
It's a distinct user experience. It is basically it's a good user experience that people are comfortable with on the SAP application catalog. So SAP has more than 250 apps that we put out there. Many people know us from an ERP or CRM standpoint, but there's many business style apps, and basically a lot of those apps have been, let's say they're in a different environment or a PC environment, and you want to mobilize those. Well, you shouldn't have to redevelop the app, but you want a user experience that takes that app and puts it in a mobile stance. That's what the Fiori style apps are meant to do.
Got it. So Bill McDermott, CEO of SAP, announced that those are now going to come free.
They'll be included.
Included with what?
Included with the application. When you buy the application from SAP, you get included the Fiori style application development. Right? So, and if you want to modify it, you'd use the SMP3 platform, which is included in that license.
Very good. So another announcement was about Mobile Place.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So Mobile Place, if you look at that graphic that we showed, I'll give you the cutaway of the graphic too. If you look at that graphic, you can actually take any kind of device, any kind of mobile device, a tablet, a phone, a phablet, whatever you have, and go to a web address that your IT administrator has given you, and provision your own device. It's all about self-service. So they can provision application management, they can provision application distribution, they can provision their own mobile content management. Our answer there is SAP Mobile Documents. They can provision their own mobile device management. Our answer there is Fiori App. So the benefit of this is, with or without MDM, you can actually have secure application distribution, which is what a lot of people in the industry have wanted, because if you're like a large multinational distribution company, transportation, I don't want to have to manage all those different devices. I want to be able to say, okay, here's the app you need to use, here's my branded app catalog, here's the URL. As long as you have the right security settings from the IT administrator, you can get that app and provision it, and the IT administrator can, in one fell swoop, take it away as well, again, without a client, without MDM.
Very good. So there's also another announcement around Mobile Secure.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
So just like we took SMP3 and we put it in the cloud to leverage HANA, we've done the same with Mobile Secure, because we realize whether it's mobile content management, app wrapping, or MDM, you're going to want to be able to do that at scale in the cloud using the benefits of HANA. And it's an application, right? So SAP, as an application heritage company, has taken those capabilities, some of which we've grown internally, some of which we've acquired, just like the SMP3, and put it in the HANA Cloud stance, because a lot of our customers are betting their business and their experience on HANA, and why make them go somewhere else? Why make them be the systems integrator? They don't want that. They're coming to you to put the pieces together, and that's exactly what we're doing for them.
To me, I see this convergence. I see the convergence of all these kind of external independent components into the platform. And the MDM kind of pulled back more and more into the cloud. And do you see that as representative of what you believe will happen in the marketplace in general?
I do. I think there will be a lot of consolidation in the marketplace, and I think that the HANA experience with basically comes with mobile backends as a service. You're embedding or studying, if you will, the development environments, the management security environments, the application environments as services running in the cloud because people want to consume services. They don't want to have to buy everything and put it together. You want to basically go in and get what you need from an application or development or management security as a service, right? And so we're offering them as a service on the HANA Cloud environment, all the different capabilities we've talked about today.
So, Adam, probably one of the most important questions I'm going to ask you is, have mobile devices ever created marital discord in your family?
They have not. They've actually calmed things down quite a bit because people, take a break, go read a book, go read the web. It gives people a chance to, have some solo time, if you will.
So you've never been in trouble for your use of a mobile device?
Not yet.
All right. This is the first I've ever met. Adam, thanks for joining us today. Adam Stein, Kevin Bennick reporting live from Sapphire.